Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we want to solve a problem involving interpenetration, and we're looking at a cylinder and a square prism. Now if you look at the right hand side of the screen, you see the diagram that we are going to replicate, and with this diagram we're going to draw the interpenetrating arc, curve of intersection. And the question that supports this diagram is saying us that Figure 2 shows a cylinder penetrated by a square prism. Draw the given view and complete the elevation with the interpenetration curve. Add an end view looking in direction of the arrow X. Now before we can do anything here, we need to redraw this given view, right? So let's redraw this view and see what we're going to be having. Now the first thing I'll first of all do is to draw my vertical line, right? I'll draw what? My vertical line. Let me start from here. Draw my vertical line from this point, this way, right? I'll just draw it this way. Now once I've done that, now look at the elevation first of all. Let us first of all bring out the elevation that we see there. We are told that the height of the elevation is given to be 100, right? So measure 100. At any given distance of your choice, you measure 100, right? And this is the 100 here. From 0 to this point is the 100. And I'll close it up. Just draw my horizontal line at that point this way. And also come here, also draw another horizontal line at that point this way. Right? Now from this point I'm measuring, and the thickness there is given as diameter 88, which means that what? The diameter is what? Is 40, the radius is 44. So I'll measure 44 on my meter rule this way. So this is 44 here, right? And I'll place it at this point. Start taking, and I'll mark 44, another what? 44. We're making it 88 here. So I'm going to take it up this way from this point. I'll take it up, and I can now easily take in from here to here as the base if I want to, and I'll also take in from here to here as the base if I want to for a start. You can see that. Now we'll come back to it. This is the top here, seen here. Let's go to the bottom now. Now if I should put my point downward this way, from this point, this will be my center line, right? Now we'll draw my circle. So the circle at any given distance on this platform here, let's see, I have, we know we have from here to here is 44, right? From this point to this point is what? Is 44. From here to here is 44. So I can just take any given point here. Let me adjust this properly. So at any given distance here, I can just draw a circle. Let me take this point to be my point here. So this will be my center point at this point here. Just draw a line this way. So at that point, I take the radius of this, which is 44, and I'm going to draw a circle this way. So this circle I'm drawing is what you can see on the screen. Now from here, we're now told that there's this line here, the center line of this the square that is penetrating the cylinder. What you see in the cylinder, then the square is what is penetrating what? The cylinder, right? At an angle of 80 degrees to the vertical line. So when I place it this way, since it's to the vertical, it will be this way, since it's to the vertical. So this is what I am going to draw here. Since it is to the vertical, I'll just draw my line this way. Assuming it's to the horizontal, it will be like this. So don't get it twisted, right? Don't get it twisted, but since it's to the vertical, it will be like this. So from here, I'll just draw this. This is 30° to the vertical, y 60° to the horizontal. So I'll just draw a line this way. First of all, faint line, right? So I have this faint line. Now, what I mean is the angle from here to here is what? Is 30, since it's to the vertical, to what you can see on the screen here. Now, the next thing is we're not told that the distance between the square prism and this cylinder here from the main figure here is given to be what? From here to here, which is what? 64. So I'm going to measure 64 from here, from 0 to 64 here. You can see that. So once I've done that, I will now draw a line. Since I use this to draw this, then I'm going to use this way to draw this. Meaning that if you use 60 to draw, you use 30 to counter it so that you have 90°. That is what I meant there, right? So let's do that and see. So I'll just counter it this way. This is what we have here. Can you see that? Now, to help your ministry, in order to know what you want to do, we are given that the square here is given to be 48. So we see this shape in front of the 48, meaning that all through is what? 48. So the best way you can assist yourself is by doing this. Somewhere in your book, which is not part of the diagram, you can just draw a square. Let's see, this is my square here. It's not part of the diagram. And you draw a vertical line this way. It's not part of the diagram. Now I have this. So since we are given that it is 48, on your meter rule, measure 48 this way, 0 to 48. This is 48 here, right? 0 to 48. And I'll place it at this point. I will mark 48 here, 48 here, right? Now the secret there is, if I should join the diagonal here, right? You see that? I can easily complete it. So if that is 48, I'll take this up to, this is 48, and this is 48. This is more efficient. Now this is what we want to draw, because I told that all three is 48. So I can easily from here, I'll place it, this is diagonal here. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. This is diagonal here, right? This is the center point here, right? So I can easily place it here at this point. This point you're seeing here is this point here. So when I place it from here to here, right? So I can come here. I'm going to mark 48, 48, and 48. So I'll just join here together this way. So now I need to leave a space. I don't want my figure to touch the main figure here. So let me just leave a space. Right? So we'll do that again. Just leave a space. Let's see a space in between. This way. Right? So this is what I'm focusing on. So I'll come back here. So let's mark the 48. So we already have it here. This is from here. 48. And 48. Then here is 48. So this is what I actually need here. So I'll just join them with my faint line this way, and my faint line here too this way. Right, so this is what we need. So I can easily call here to be 0.1, point 0 and point 1. I'll tell you why I'm doing that. So let me complete that. So since I drew here with 30 degree, I'll just complete it up from this point. This is my main figure here. Oh, let me show you what I'm doing. So my T-square, I'll just move it there. At this point, draw a line that will touch here. I'll come here too. From this point, I'll draw a line that will touch here. You can see that? And I'll close it up. I'm going to close it up from here. So, from here. You can see that? This is just. Now, we have replicated that diagram you can see on the screen, and this is showing that this is thickened also. You see that? And we are told that we should view looking at x, this direction, from this direction here. But before that, let's first of all complete this. So I want to clean up this. So I want it to be free. So this is what I'll be having. Now I will now project all this point upward. But before then, we are told that the center of the prism, square prism, from this point here is given to be what? 50. That is half of 100. So I'm going to measure half of 100, which is 50, and we're having it here. This is it here, right? So I can now draw a line this way, right? And I will now project this vertical line from this point. I'll take it up, right? I'll come here also. I'll do the same thing here too. I'll take this up. I'll come here also. I'll do the same thing here too. I'll take this up. You can see that? Now, whatever I did here, whatever happens here, you can see that? Whatever happens here also happens here too. So the same thing I did here, I'll take a line that is not together with the main figure. This is the main figure. I'll just bring a line close to it this way, close to it. So on that line, I'll replicate what I did here, right? This thing here you see here showing you that what? This sharp edge also is up here. So I'll just come here and take this way, and I'll come here and I'll mark up and down, then here also. Then I'll join them together this way. Then this way. Right? So if this is 101, this will be 0, 1, 0. You see the logic? Here is 1, 0 at the center, here 1 is at the center, right? So I'll just project this point inward this way, which I will explain to you now. So if I project 0 in, this is 0, right? So 0 in this way. Now the question is, this is 0, right? Where 0 meets 0 is at this point. This is 0 meeting here, and 0 also meeting 0 at this point. At this point here. So this is 0, and this is what? 0. Right? Then what about 1? This is 1 here. Where 1 meets 1, 1 is meeting 1 here. And also 1 also is coming here. 1 is meeting 1 here. Is that taken? Now I can actually join those figures together from you here and from you here. Right? And what else again? We have this coming here and here also. Then here also. You can see that. Now we're still moving. Now at the end here, it's also touching here too. So I can virtually take it in. If I take this, this is 1 here. This will be my 1 prime. See the logic? I will take here up this way, right? So where 1 prime and 1 they're on the same point, so I'll have another point here marking my 1 prime inside. I'll come if it's 0, this will be 0 prime. I'll take it up this way. So 0 prime meets here, 0 prime, and also what? 0 prime, right? Then I will join them together. So this is coming here to touch this, right? And this is coming here from here to touch this, right? And I can easily close here up this way. I can also close here up this way, right? So we still move forward. We'll talk about 0 prime touching 0 prime. Then here also we'll talk the next 1 prime here coming up. So if I take it up from this point, if I take it up here, so I have 1 prime. Let me take it up from here. So 1 prime, yeah, this point here. So here will be hidden line. If this is 1 prime, so I'll be having this to be my hidden line because you will not see this part. This. So this will be hidden line. 0 prime to 1 prime and 1 prime to this also. It will be hidden line, right? You cannot see it from behind. So I can now tick in this now. So I'll tick in from here to this point just like I did earlier. And I'll also tick in this too. And also I'm going to tick in this too, right? And also I'll tick in this too. So this is what we have, right? Looking at it from this direction here. So we're told to draw the end view. So the end view will be somewhere around here. So this is what you're going to do here. I will measure 10 millimeter away from this figure. So let's see that, just like what I did earlier. So this will be 10 to this point, then another 10 here to this point. And I will draw a vertical line to that point. This way first. I'll just draw a middle line in between here. Just any middle line. Okay, let me just take any distance as long as it's not touching the figure. So I'll just draw an horizontal line here. This way. Right? And these two touching the circumference of the circle here. This way. So once I've done that, what you're going to do next will now be you take your 45-degree set square and you place it this way. Can you see that? At any given distance, you can start from anywhere. You can virtually start from here if I want to, or I can start from here if I want to. Just take this, right? So this is what we have. So when you've divided the line into up and down like that, that is 10, 10, as in this distance from here. At any given distance, you just draw your horizontal line. Are you with me? Any given distance, draw your horizontal line. Then you will now draw this line from the point of intersection between the vertical line you draw and the horizontal line. If you have at 45 degree, you have this, right? This is what we have here. Now you start projecting your line. So let me make this longer. So if I have done that, I'll start projecting. First of all, let me project the circumference of the circle, which is this. If I've done that, I'll have this touch here. Then this also, if I've done this, will touch here, right? These are the points I am going to project upward. Where this circumference meets this line and meets here, I'll project it upward. This way. And this also this way. Right? So this is our ticking here. Because that is what's important part I need. Right? Now the next thing is I'll start projecting each side. Let's start with the outer one here first. So if I should project this way to go and touch this, I'll project this to this way to go and touch this, right? Don't forget this is my 1, this is 0 here. I'll come to the other one again, which is this. I'll project it to touch here. There's another one here. So I'll take them up. This will come up. This will come up. This will come up. And also, all this will come to the side. Can see the faint line? Faint line, remember? And faint line, remember? Now let's see. Where 1, touch 1 is here, right? This is 1 here. Where 1 touch 1 is there. Where's 0? Touch 0 is both at this point and at this point, right? Now the next one is where 1 again, touch 1 is here. So I've brought out the shape of the square, this to this, this to this, this to this, and this to this, right? So move forward. Now go to the prime now. So if I move this from here to here to touch here, that will be 1 prime, and I'll take it up to touch 1 again. So here touching 1 is at this point. This is 1 prime here going up, touching 1 at this point, right? I'll come again. I'll go to 0 prime here. I'll go to 0 prime here, touching here, and I'll project it upward. That is 0 again. So 0 is touching 0 at this point and at this point. Can you see that? So it means that the 2 0 will meet each other. So we're coming. So the next one is 1. So if I project the 1 from here to come and touch here, and I'm taking it up this way, right? That is 1. So 1 is touching 1 here. So what we actually have here is this is coming straight down here to touch this, right? It's coming straight down there to touch this. And this too is coming straight down here to touch this, right? Then this is coming to this place, and this is coming to this place, right? And I can virtually bring this down here and bring this down to here. Start again. Now I've also taken here. Now it makes sense. Why I said it makes sense is if you are viewing it from here, right? If you are viewing it from here, the plan is telling me that I'll be seeing this, right? Partly viewing from here, I'll be seeing part of this to some extent. But here, this is more smaller because of what? I won't be getting much view from this side. When you're viewing it from here, you don't see much of this. That is why this look more of a kite or a rhombus than you can imagine. Here is more wider because I can see, looking it from this side, right? From this down to see this elevation here, I will see more of this. That's why here is more exposed. We are not looking it from this direction here now, right? We're seeing this partly. It will not be more of a square anymore. So this is what we have. This is the plan. This is the front elevation, and this is our end elevation. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe and also share the video. Thanks for watching.